as getting an additional hatchery, so you can do larva inject on the layer and the hatchery at the same time, making him just massive in size.
That's right, and at the same time, it's very fruit dealer of him. He is getting every single upgrade, drops, overlord speed, attacks. It looks like we are going to have something pretty cool here.
On the ledge.
Thor drop by Boxer. There really are not that many anti-air units right now. Boxer has to be very careful. He does not want to let that Thor get picked off. And burrowed Banelings right outside the front of Boxer's base. That could be potentially devastating for... Very well positioned there. But Boxer still on the ledge, just picking off this gas. Best part about this Thor drop, even if the Thor drops down to red life, you can always pull it back and repair it. But it looks like Boxer is committing to Thor dropping.
He's going to make turrets up here. He's going to use the Thor to shoot down anything that can spot up here, because the Circ F2, if you can't see it, you can't attack it. And that's what's going on in this case. Meanwhile, he's making Marines, turrets, and if he can, he'll probably drop a siege tank over here and eventually try to take out this hatchery.
Now, luckily for Fruit Dealer, the drop upgrade is almost done. You see he's gathering his roaches and zerglings right there. He's going to load them into the overlords in just a second and clear that ledge off. So basically perfect timing on the drop upgrade by Fruit Dealer.
Another expansion coming up here for the Zerg. He knows he might be at risk of losing his base. He certainly can't mine from it at an optimal level. It looks like about these 3 patches are in range of the Thor. So what, he's getting like a little bit less than, or he has a little bit more than, I don't want to do that, but that mineral patches. I was going to try to turn that into a fraction. I can't do this right now. So he's going to do a Baneling drop over here.
Oh, but there's a huge drop coming up to the Thor drop on the ledge. Huge number of roaches being dropped. Boxer does not have enough to defend. The bunker is now finished. Banelings annihilate the Marines. The Thor will end up falling. In time at the natural expansion, he's moving down for a Baneling drop. He needs to unload. Oh my goodness. The Reaver does exist in StarCraft 2. It's just that Zerg has it.
So unbelievable control right now. We actually just so happen to have the infestation pit coming up here for Fruit Dealer. Meanwhile, I got to say, it'd be pretty tough. Yeah, you can see from Slayer's Boxer's view, he knows it'd be pretty tough to actually get out on the map right now. But it looks like he's going to go ahead and
Probably
he might
drop this
Thor
on the Banelings.
This might, if that's what he's going to do. This will make He's trying to use the Thor to force the Banelings to absorb the damage, but Fruit Dealer doesn't bite.
Oh, and he's having to stim to run away again. That's very bad for Boxer. Fruit Dealer being relentless in his attack, surrounding the Thors, Banelings into a Thor, and he pushes through with some roaches, but a lot of Banelings were invested in...
Yeah, I'm not so sure that was the best exchange right there for Fruit Dealer. He did a good amount of damage, but the Banelings need to be finished, and here's the second push by Fruit Dealer. Overlord's full of Banelings. They're unloading the Banelings, trying to pick up the Marines, but Boxer's micro's too good for that. Crushes this force. Banelings seem to do nothing. Boxer's army that seems so small is doing so much damage.
This is absolutely unbelievable. A ton of roaches flowing out, though, battling Thor Marauders, something that roaches probably shouldn't battle, and Boxer beautifully picks up that Thor. It looks like he wants to go harass with it a bit more.
Gonna try to drop the Thor up here, do what he did before. I don't know if it's actually gonna work. Now here's the problem for Slayer's Box right now is he doesn't have another base he can get very easily, especially given these positions. Well, hold that thought, we'll watch this Thor get chased out. He would like to expand here, but of course that's too close to the Zerg's base. He would like to expand here, but obviously Fruit Dealer can just drop creep if the command center gets close there. So Boxer basically has to win this with some kind of a push right now, and he's not going to attack here or here unless it's a drop. He's going to try to push into the heart and take out all the Zerg's tech structures here.
Now, right now, Boxer is getting Banshee cloaking and the Banshee. And that is actually awesome to see a late game switch over to Banshees with cloaking.
And it looks like the Roach is coming at the front. Oh, and he takes out the command center. Oh, Fruit Dealer so sharp with that timing. Just wants to prevent Boxer really from being able to do anything except macro off these few bases. And oh my
God, there's 25 Banelings. That's a lot of Banelings. Hold that thought though. Thor coming over here. He wants to try to relocate or force his army to relocate so we can do it again with this army. Let's see if it works.
Looks like it's picking off a couple of drones, but the burrow upgrade allows those drones to escape safely. There's a little bit of damage being done to that hatch. Anything that Boxer can do at this point to help him stay alive, he will, and he is going to land up here on the high ground. You can hit that hatchery from this high ground Overlord first, but it is that giant wad of Banelings that is outside the front of Fruit Dealer's base. Oh goodness, loading up into Overlords. What does he have planned?
We're going to see some classic Dealer here. Engage with the roaches, drop banelings all over everything. It's pretty gross. Day 9.
This is going to be brutal here. Now you can see Boxer, he was known for his dropship micro in StarCraft 1. You can really see that shining here in StarCraft 2. This Thor is actually doing a very good job making this expansion almost useless. So even though the Zerg is ahead by an extra base, there's really only 2 drones mining here. And you can see he's going to do it again, trying to take out drones over here.
And Hellions in the center trying to pick off some of those banelings. Oh no! Losing track of control for just 1 second, losing half of those Hellions trying to move out here again.
Mutas.
And it looks like Mutas are out in the center of the base, and uh-oh.
Now, something interesting to add right now, Boxer has 3 Banshees with cloaking, and that is pretty scary because Fruit Dealer has no Overseers. No one ever expects someone to actually switch over to Banshees at this point in the game, so those could do an insane amount of damage when he first shows them.
Fruit Dealer is just sitting and waiting. Some of you may be wondering, well, why does he just kill him if he's ahead? Well, that's not the way you want to do it. Karen, you want to wait for them to move out of the map so the siege tanks, if they have them, are not in siege mode. Okay. Oh my god, look at that.
Uh-oh, little bird banelings. Oh my goodness. Oh! Doesn't do as much damage, and there's the scan and the cleanup, and this is everything for Boxer right now. He needs to do so much damage when most of the banelings are loaded up into the air. The Banshees are doing damage. The Thors are trying to spread out. There's the stim. He needs to pick off these banelings, and then he needs to pick off these Overlords. Boxer trying to micro, but the Roach is cleaning everything up. Overlord still chasing, unloading, annihilating everything. Oh, Fruit Dealer cleans Boxer's army up very.
That might be game. I don't know if he can actually recover from that, even if it is Slayer's Boxer. As you can see, expansion being taken left. I know he's going on to action. He said to point that out. That Boxer should clean up, but can this small force do enough damage to allow him to get ahead? Where's his army? Where are actually all the Zerg units?
Most of them are loaded up into these Overlords, just waiting patiently to hit at the right time. Target firing on all of those Thors, and there's the unload. The only thing that's really fighting anything at this point are those Banshees, but all the Mutalisks can easily take those out, and Boxer is running out of options rapidly.
And as we see in the supply right now, Fruit Dealer with 150 against just 86 for Boxer. Boxer, his naturals mined out, his main is mined out. You see he wants to bring the command center out to expand somewhere else, but that is not a good sign because Fruit Dealer is just taking more and more bases, and his income is looking quite fine.
So far, things are looking pretty good. He's handled this pretty well. Now, Boxer, get this gold expansion up. Expect GG. Mules over at the gold base are quite good. I don't know. The Fruit Dealer, his fruit is deadly. He comes in here, he's just going to literally, he's overrunning. He actually target fires the command center to make sure he's going to have to build another one if he even tries to get away with that.
And there's GG.
Unbelievable game. The Fruit Dealer has done it. I got to get the next game loaded up and change some settings on here. You two please talk about it.
You know what is so fun about watching Fruit Dealer play is that it actually looks like the Zerg. Expanding all over the place, giant swarms of units, things falling out of Overlords, Mutalisks just sort of popping up out of nowhere. Unbelievably fun to watch. I should probably be analyzing what went on, but that was actually really awesome to see.
You know, I really like that game, the tech switches. Both players are such experts. Boxer switched tech a few times and went from Reaper expansion into some mech, bio, and then into mech, and then to Cloak Banshees. In the meantime, Fruit Dealer, you know, he just went for kind of everything at once as he normally does in the mid-game.
Yeah.
So we saw just about all the units in that game, and that's wonderful.
Yeah, and you know, one thing that is so impressive to me about Fruit Dealer in that game is most of the end part was Boxer trying to push out with huge amounts of Thors and Hellions and Marine Marauders, but just getting shut down again and again. All of that was after Boxer almost won the game with that initial push. Incredible defense by Fruit Dealer, popping out Zerglings and Roaches in just the right composition at just the last second, and I honestly thought the Fruit Dealer was going to lose a very short game.
Yeah, it really did look like that. Boxer's micro was actually outstanding, but the drones just kept them on the run. They could never sit there and do the critical damage that he actually needed to take that game.
And it looks like the next map is going to be Metalopolis.
It is, and the players are ready. Metalopolis, a great 4-player map.
Could you invite me to the game?
Oh, that was close.
I would love to.
I was so excited.
Partake in the
I
observing.
invited Fruit Dealer and Boxer.
I know, and I looked over your screen, you're like, good luck, have fun. And I was like,
go.
Nick.
All right, here we go.
Love to participate.
All right, now we're ready.